Alright, let's observe how the current Amazon GPS system works exactly. So, the current Amazon geofencing system uses the latest driver scan location as the destination for your stop, which is kind of a good thing sometimes, as after all, on Google Maps, when you are okay, so say you have a rectangle, as you can see in my little diagram. The rectangle portrays how the Google Maps geofencing system works, and sometimes once you arrive at within a certain proximity to that destination, it doesn't necessarily reflect natural obstacles and so on and so forth, overlap, if it's in a condensed area, things like that. But, so to avoid this, as you can see, they have the latest scan locations mark the route destination, and then that's what the geofence is based off of. However, this is a problem for your drivers who are switching routes, which happens all the time, as well as new drivers, of course. And ultimately, this produces a very confusing system in which, when one is trying to go through an apartment complex and find all the proper locations, you are simply routed to however the last driver was. Not that I would really blame anyone for that situation, because it's really a cyclical, a perpetual cycle of just whatever is most convenient for the latest person becomes the framework for the newest person. But as you can see, if one simply applied the average density according to the set geofence proximity, meaning if you verified that the radius of the set, as you can see, the little square here, if the scan location is not in a certain proximity, then simply discount it and only count those that are nearby, as you can see in these top two diagrams, and then average those out to create a focal point, which will serve as the latest driver location. And it will change over time, and any route fixes that need to be changed, of course, would be updated regularly, as if construction development follows there's existing procedures to handle that case. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, there are other problems with Amazon's GPS system, and a lot of times people actually use Google Maps as a reference and simply bounce back between the two because they essentially both have their own faults. And so another one particular problem is that there's a very frustrating delay when one starts moving from a stop to the next location, and the orientation will often switch. So I don't understand why can't one simply color code the backtrack pathway onto the route on the other side of the road on the little mini map. I mean, that would solve half the problems. And but that's a story for another day, I suppose. Anyways, yeah. So hopefully some sort of solution is ultimately created to fix this giant mess that really just, yeah.